Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be start of a little mini series where I'm going to make up 10 overwintered nucs using Black Mountain honey queens. So you might have seen in my last video, I attempted to introduce 2 Black Mountain honey queens into a couple of my colonies, and long story short, it went completely wrong. And I'm pretty sure they killed both of those queens. Yeah, super annoying. But thankfully today we have this little guide from Lawrence. So Lawrence sent me this. It's Black Mountain Honey's guide to creating an overwintered nuc. So I'm gonna follow this step by step, and hopefully that means that these introductions will be successful and we'll have 10 nice Black Mountain honey nucs made up that we can get through the winter and hopefully into the spring. Yeah, looking forward to it. So let's get started. First step of the guide is we need both bees and brood in each of these nucs. So we're going to go around our colonies, and ideally we're going to try and find 3 frames of brood. Now, if we were doing this maybe a couple of weeks ago, 2 frames of brood would have probably been enough. But with it getting towards the end of the season, with the wasps about, I think if we use 3 frames of brood, it'll just make sure our colonies are that bit stronger going into winter. Okay, let's go have a look through our colonies here and see if we can find some bees and some brood for our overwintered nucs. Now, I would normally light my smoker before going into the colonies, but because it's been so dry the last few weeks, we've had a lot of wildfires in the area, and if we can get away without lighting it today, I'm going to try, just because of the potential for a fire risk. So I've got my nuc here. I have actually prepared these nucs earlier. I've got 1 frame of foundation, and then I've got a couple frames of stores. So a few weeks ago, I went around the colonies, and the ones that had too much stores in the brood box, I basically just took them out and replaced them with foundation. So I've got a load of spare stores, may as well use them up in these nucs. The main thing, the most important thing, we need to make sure when we're doing our splits is not to take the queen out of the colony and accidentally put her into our nuc. So I'm looking for some nice capped over brood, ideally on reasonably fresh frames. That's a good capped frame of brood there. I think I'm actually going to just take this one and pop it straight into our nuc. It's another good frame. Cat brood. So let's pop that one in. Yeah, we'll take this one as well. So we have a frame of stores, a frame of foundation, 3 frames of brood, and another frame of stores. So we've got our brood. Next up, let's just shake a few of these bees into the nuc. So our queen is on that frame there. So we know where she is. Just going to place that one in the middle so we can isolate her. And let's grab a couple of these frames and let's shake some bees in. That should be enough. We've got our plastic crown board. Let's pop this on our nuc. I'm just going to replace the 3 frames we took out with some foundation. So we made up our first nuc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in the car, turn the air conditioning on, and make sure it stays nice and cool while I move on to the rest of the nucs. 1 down, 9 more to go. I'm only really going to take splits from colonies that are doing well. If they're a bit weak, then I will just leave them alone. There's probably only 3 good frames of brood on this colony. point of making up the nucs is to have additional colonies, not to set back colonies that you have to the point that they fail when it comes to winter. So this one we're going to leave alone. So very similar situation with this hive as the last one. We're just going to leave it alone. Must have made splits or done these two colonies at the same time, to be honest. I can't remember now. But yeah, we're going to leave these two alone. Right, now it's time to tackle this absolute monster colony. This is the best colony I have. A lot to lift off, but never complain about having honey. I think I'm gonna have to reinforce the stands going forward. I am a bit worried that there's a lot of weight on these little legs. Oh, that is heavy. Bloody hell. Oh. Bloody hell. That's some weight in that one. Well, those 5 supers full so far. Oh God. That one is foundation mostly. And they're starting to draw that one out. Insane. Saying that, they're a little bit naggy. Probably just the sheer amount of bees. Well, I don't want to get stung. I don't want to get stung. That's a frame of brood. We're just going to get it straight out of the way, I think. They're not very nice. Maybe I should have got my smoker going, but with the wildfires that we've been having recently, I don't really want to risk it. Funnily enough, this colony isn't buckfast. Probably why they're trying to sting me. And this queen is just locally mated. I found her, and she's just on this frame. So she's just at the top of this frame. I mean, this colony's absolutely packed with bees, so I don't think they're going to mind the split, to be honest. Might actually give them a bit more space in the brood box. Bloody hell, they are naggy though. I think that looks like enough bees in there. So we've got 3 nucs so far. I reckon we could probably get at least a couple more out of this apiary. Let's go have a look what we got. Yeah, might have to make a couple nucs out of this double brood actually. Yeah, double broods in general, just it's a bit too awkward for me. Especially when you've got to lift off especially when you've got to lift off a big brood box like this. It's a lot of weight, especially when they fill a lot of it up with just honey anyway. Like this one's just a fully capped frame of stores. Oh, there's our queen. See, this is what makes it a pain as well. You spot your queen, you put her back in, but then she'd always go back down into the second box. See, a lot of this top box is just all honey. It's a bit frustrating, really. Oh my God. Very heavy having all them frames full of honey. Oh, bloody hell. That was nasty. Nice little sting in the arm. Never gets any nicer. Bloody hell. And when I can smell the pheromone here as well. Not ideal when we've got a lot more splits to make. Let's try and get this sealed up ASAP. Not nice when the bees are trying to kill you. Oh. That's why I'm really looking forward to these Black Mountain honey queens. Just snapped my lugs off. Yeah, it's because it's so heavy with it being all stores. Last hive in this apiary anyway. Let's see what we have in here. So that's the one side, that's the other. Nice capped brood there, like nice biscuit coloured top. Nice good pattern. It's exactly what we want. So let's pop that in. Same again for that one. That's lovely. Let's pop that one in too. Look at that. 2 good sides of brood. That's gonna do really well. Okay, nuc number 6. So 6 nucs out of the Woodland apiary. Not bad really. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these to our apiary site first. Last week, ahead of making all these nucs, I prepared another apiary site. It is the Black Mountain Apiary, and yeah, let's go have a look what I did. It's a really nice and quiet spot here. I think the bees are going to do really well. But first things first, let's get our strimmer and let's get the area nice, clean and tidy, ready for our hive stands. Let's get cracking. Next up, we need some hive stands. So yeah, we better go get some. So I made some more of these hive stands. Oh, they're pretty heavy though. They should be pretty solid. Added some extra supports. I mean, they're only going to be nucs on here, but if we put hives on eventually, then they're a little bit stronger. Let's get these in place. Okay, so we've got our nucs here on the stands. I know the stands aren't quite level. I will level them up over the next day or two. But yeah, let's get the entrances open. They're gonna be absolutely cooking in there. So the sooner we can open them up, the better. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so they're just sort of doing their orientation flights now. We're going to leave them to it. We're going to go pick up our equipment from the wood and then head to our next apiary site and make 4 more nucs. Right, let's go have a look. It is nice and warm and super windy here at the moment, so I hope you can hear me on the mic. Bees are loving it. Let's go have a look. Okay, that's nuc 7 done. Hopefully we can get at least 1 more nuc out of this hive. Okay, nuc 8 done. 2 nucs remaining. This is 1 more nuc done. This is nuc number 9. Last nuc. Nuc number 10 of 10. Final nuc. Bees in. Let's get the crown board on. Get it in the car. Got our last 4 nucs, so let's get them on the stands. Okay, so there we go. We've got our Black Mountain Honey apiary site set up. This, I find, is the hardest bit. It's getting the apiary set up, it's getting it all cleared, it's getting it tidy, it's getting the hive stands made, it's getting the nucs ready, it's getting the brood, it's getting the bees. And yeah, I feel like now that we've got all that done, I can actually relax a little bit, but we've still got loads left to do. We've got to treat them, we've got to feed them, and most importantly, we've got to get ourselves some Black Mountain Honey Queens. But that'll be coming up in the next few videos. And I think that's it for today. So if you stayed this long, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.